So the best way to build, what this is called is external rotation, meaning our leg is rotating toward the outside of our body. This would be the inside of the body, so this would be internal rotation. We're trying to build this external rotation, but really you need to build both of these. The more internal rotation you'll have, the more external rotation. So it's kind of like you need to build a balance between coming in and coming out. The way to do this is to make a 90-degree angle in your legs. You can keep your arms behind you if you need to. I'm going to try to be keeping my hands in the air. And these are just called 90-90s, meaning you have the angle at your knee is 90 degrees on both legs. And we shift to one side all the way till both knees hit the ground. And I still have 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. So you can keep the hands behind you if you need to, or bring them up now. And then I open one leg, come through the middle, and rotate over the other side. So both legs are down. I still have two 90-degree angles. So just do those back and forth a couple times as a little warm-up. If you want to challenge yourself, try to keep the hands in the air or connected, keeping your core engaged. But if this is the first time you're doing it, just keep the hands on the ground as much as you need to. So you're trying to keep the heels still, and you just rotate. So you can see one is externally rotating outward, one is internally rotating. All right, let's do a little work here. So come back to your starting 90-90 position. And let's drop over to one side. I want you to lean forward a little bit and push this front leg into the ground. Feel it connect into the ground. Keep that connection there. Maybe just come up as much as you can, keeping the hands on the ground if you want to. And then what you're going to try to do is lift this back knee off the ground. Lift. If you can't get it up, just think, okay, I'm trying to lift the knee up. Just even that activity in the leg will be good. So just think, try to lift the knee up. Rotating it to the outside. And then begin to come across. Try to keep this front knee down as long as you can. See how high you can lift this knee as you begin to open up before this other knee lifts. So I'm thinking only about this knee that's going out. And then finally this other side has to lift. I keep going, focusing on this leg until it hits the ground, and then I bring this leg down to the ground behind me. Bring your weight over this new front leg, and begin to lift the back knee. So this is externally rotating. Lift. Okay, then you can bring your hands behind you and begin to open up toward the center. Lift the knee as much as you can, trying to keep this knee down. And come all the way across. Okay? Basically the same thing. Keep this front leg pressed into the ground. Feel that. And then I want you to put a hand on top of this knee over here. If you were able to get it off the ground, that's good. If you weren't, that's fine. What we're going to do is push the knee up into the hand. It's not even going to move. The hand is going to stop it from moving. But we're just going to build strength into that trying to lift the knee up. So the reason we can't lift it, we don't have the strength or mobility to do that, or if it's only lifting a little bit. So by building this strength into this outside, you'll feel the connection coming through the body to strengthen this motion. So we stay connected through the front leg, and we try to lift the left knee. We push, or the knee that's behind, and we push the knee up, and we push the hand down into it, and we're going to do 3 deep breaths. So we inhale as we push the knee up. Exhale. As hard as you can. Push up. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Push as hard as you can. Exhale. And then release and see if you can get the knee to lift a little bit more than it did before. Okay, let's come over to the other side. Lean over this front leg. Get this front leg solid into the ground. Put a knee on this back leg, or think about, okay, we're trying to lift this back knee here. We're going to fight against our own strength for 3 breaths. We put a hand on top of it. Inhale, begin to lift. Push as hard as you can into your hand. Exhale. Slow breath. Focus. Lift the knee. Inhale. Inhale. Push, 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 push. Exhale. And then remove the hand and see if you can get the leg to lift a little. Alright, come back to the center. Okay, bring both hands to the outside of the knees. Pull the toes up toward the knees. We're going to do the same thing here with both knees pushing out into our hands, and our hands are going to keep them from moving. We're just going to fight against our own breath. We're going to do this for 3 sets. We're going to do 3 breaths, and then we're going to relax and see if the knees open. Then we're going to do 3 more breaths, see if the knees open even further. So you have a 90-degree bend in the knees, toes are pulling up toward the knees, hands are outside the knees. And for 3 breaths, we're going to push the knees out, push the hands into the knees. Here we go. Inhale, push. Keep pushing, inhale. Inhale. Keep pushing, exhale. And then release the hands. Let the knees drop open. You can put the hands behind you if you need to. See if you can wiggle them out a little. Alright, put the hands on the outside of the knees. Inhale. And push. Inhale. Push as hard as you can. Inhale. And push. And remove the hands, relax. See if the knees open a little bit more. Opening up through the groin, through the quad. Try to keep those 90-degree angles in the knees. All right, here we go. Next set. Wait, hold on. See if we have a question here. Oh, no problem, Cynthia. Cynthia said they're on the road today, so they can't participate. All right, last set. 90-degree angles. Hands pushing into the knees. Here we go. Inhale. Push hard as you can. Push the knees out. Focus all your strength into opening the knees, but your hands resist. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale, push. And release. All right, pull both feet in. You can keep the hands behind you if you want, or hold on to the feet. Just try to open this area up. Think knees stretch out to the outside, and then they try to go down. Again, pulling the groin open. Or you put the hands behind you and kind of try to lean back while keeping this open. Just to feel kind of a different kind of stretch. Bring one leg out straight. Bend one knee in. Let's just relax over the straight leg. We're just kind of relaxing now. We're trying to ease that tension out of the body. Don't stretch too hard here. We're just trying to let tension release, so we're just trying to come into nice, comfortable stretching positions. Try to fold over the front leg. As you relax, breathe, sink into the ground. Other side. Try to fold over the front leg. Keep the back of the knee pushing down into the ground, heel pushing out, toes pulling back. So those exercises where you fight your own resistance are how you build connection into weird movements that, and you can just do these at your house, or like if you're riding in a car or on a bus or something. They're just easy exercises to do to build strength into being able to build more mobility into your hips.